just a little bit concerned. Acoustics might be a little bit off from within the bathtub, but we digress. We'll make it work. We're back in another lockdown. Stage 4 for 5 days. We do what we can with the cards that we've been dealt, and although annoying, we can make it work. We can make it a positive. I don't want to get used to this. I don't want this to be my normal. Nonetheless, today we're going to go through my top 5 things to help you get through 5 days of lockdown, presented by Alex Anch. Number 1, go out for a walk. Go exercise. Really important to keep that body moving. I know it says for 2 hours, and some of you are probably thinking not enough. Others probably thinking more than enough. Getting out every day is crucial. You need to smell the roses, literally. Go and smell the roses. Suck in that oxygen and get out that O2. A lot of us are thinking it's a bit harsh. I might lay back actually. Oh, that's a bit better on the neck. You might head out one day for a big walk and you cruise around and you're an hour into your 2-hour exercising intake of the day. And it's crazy because you conveniently bump into like one of your good friends on the same path that you walk on. And like you sit down and you realize that you can, share a conversation. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You can't fight fate. Sorry, Dan Andrews. How were you to know that your friend was going to be on that path? Conveniently, you put yourself on that worldly path and then you ended up enjoying it with someone else. It's not your fault. And so what if it happens to go over the 2 hours? Who are you to question the universe? You're no one. So you just sit there and enjoy your time. Whatever. That happens. Life happens. So don't feel bad. Number 2, self-care. Hence me in the bath. I'm looking after my bones, my muscles, my body. Without these fleshy vessels, we're useless. Absolutely useless. Make sure you love yourself. Have a bath. If you don't have a bath, get in the shower, put a face washer over the tap and fill it up a little bit. It's not as fun, but with a bit of imagination, anything's possible. A bit of self-love talk is always helpful. So I just want to say, Alex Anch, shout out to you. Love you so much. Thank you for looking after me all the time. I just want to let you know that I'm so stoked because we've persisted through all of our worries and life troubles. We have made it through 100% of our worst days successfully. I'm stoked to be a part of you. Thanks for everything, really. I love you. Which brings me to number 3, food intake. Food is super important. It fuels your body. I know sometimes it's more of a pleasure thing. Making the right choices, which isn't always the easiest, but your body will thank you, I promise you. So I know a lot of you look into the pantry and see this green box of heaven. And I know it's all of our first instinct. Crack open a fresh box, really indulge on the baked goodness. But as beautiful and as seasoned as these bad boys are, not the best. Even though they're baked, they're not the best for you all the time. And I know, why must something so delicious be so bad for us? But that's life. It's testing us, tempting us. Let's face it, Arnott's know how to do a bicky. But, I dropped them in the water. Fuck. Wah! That was so much fun. Oh, hang on a tick, my hair's caught on the tap. Fuck. I fall to shambles so quickly, don't I? Just excuse me while I release myself from this hell. Motherfucker. Alright. But just as easily as it is to eat a shape, grab yourself an onion, which I mean a lot of you probably I suggest trying at one point or another, or an apple, or even an apricot, I'm not going to regret it, I promise. I feel like a boss for eating fruit and veggie. At the time, there's not a lot of instant gratification. You're not going to feel bad after one of these bad boys. You're actually going to feel better about yourself. It's like more of like an internal satisfaction. Because at the end of the day, if everything else is like turned to shit, you're going to go home, get into your bed and think, well, at least I had that apple or apricot or onion. And you're not going to feel as bad about your life. You're going to feel slightly more clean on the inside. And feeling clean on the inside helps if you want to feel nice on the outside. So having a piece of fruit, vegetable, I promise you won't regret it. Number 4, call a friend. Call them. I know we're in that generation where we absolutely hate talking on the phone. Or not even that. Not that I hate it. I just, you know what it is? I can't do anything else while I'm on the phone. All my attention has to be focused. And I'm a busy woman. Look at me. I'm flat out right now. When I'm on the phone, as much as I enjoy it, and like afterwards, you always hang up the phone feeling fantastic. But we all put it off. And the thing is, the longer you put it off, the longer the next phone call has to be. If you called every so often, the phone calls only have to be a short amount of time. But if you call once every like 6 months, you're going to have to stay on for a little while. You got a lot of catching up to do. Now, if you're anything like me and my friends, doesn't matter if I've called you yesterday or 3 minutes ago, I could stay on the phone for hours. But it's good for you. It's good to actually talk to people. And I'm good at talking, obviously. So you've got the time now. You've got 5 days to call as many people as you like. Do it while you're sitting outside as well. Fresh air is good for you. I'm going to reiterate that. Fresh air is good for you. Learn some new things about your friends. See if they're okay. Ask them if they're okay. You okay? Are you okay? Answer in the comments. Number 5, meditation. This is an important one. Now, a lot of people are really like opening up to the idea of meditation these days, which is fantastic because I think there is a lot of power in being still in one's mind and really getting to know yourself on the inside. I did a group meditation with a lot of you in one of my previous videos. I think a few of you have said that you've really believed in it and tried to manifest us getting out of lockdown, but we're back in a lockdown. So to me, I think a few of you are telling fibs. So I've done my part. No one can say that I haven't tried because I really have. Personally, I carried a lot of you through that guided meditation. Well, I did. I mean, I guided it. So my meditation and manifestation has been carrying a lot of us through these last couple of months. So now it's on you. Obviously, staying inside helps and like wearing masks and stuff helps, but really appreciative if everyone could get onto it. Not only for myself, but for, you know, the greater good of Melbourne and Victoria. If we all dream it, we can believe it. Hope those 5 steps were helpful in some way. I think as long as you're trying your best and working your hardest, we can't be angry at each other. We can't be upset with each other. We're all trying. Catch up on your life. Some of you might take this as a negative, but it's a positive, you know? Like you got 5 days. You know those memes where it's like, January was just a practice run. I'm going to start the real year in February. You've just got 5 days to do that. You have 5 days to reboot and restart. You know, if you didn't do too good of a job in January, make February the start. You got 5 days to change your life. Some people say that habits are formed in 30-something days. I reckon you can form a few in 5 days. Maybe not everything, but, you know, with a bit of willpower and enthusiasm, I'm sure you could.